Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Lazlow the MST Guy, and welcome to the show. Today we'll be looking at Mystery Science Theater 3000 KTMA number 7 Gamera vs. Zigra, which is the 7th movie in the Gamera series. Now today's episode is a very special one. Today we not only get Crow back from his cryogenic sleep that he's been in for the last 2 episodes, but today we are finally introduced to Dr. Clayton Forrester and Dr. Lawrence Earhart, the 2 mad scientists that have shot Joel into space. Let's take a look at the first host segment.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on the Satellite of Love. It's Mystery Science Theater 3000. I'm here with the Frozen Crow and Tom Servo over here. Thanks for all your calls. We've had a lot lately about getting Crow uncryogeneticized, so stay tuned because that happens today.
Yes, and frankly, I can't wait to see what he thinks of my new dynamic, mighty voice. Let me be the one to greet him from his deep, restful, but all too short of sleep.
Oil can.
Who? Did you hear something?
Oil can.
Yes, I think it was Crow. He's starting to thaw. I believe he said oil can.
Okay.
Oh, that feels wonderful. I just had the strangest dream. And well, you were all in it, yet you were all somehow different. I had this dream I was frozen and had this strange desire to be flocked and tinseled.
That was no dream, Crow. Hey, Cambot, show him the footage from a couple of weeks back. You'll remember.
Joel, I looked up suspended animation in the dictionary, and I don't think that this is going to be any good at all.
See, I told you guys it will work.
I can't get enough of that.
So it was real. Geez, help me out of this stuff. I guess the man who made me forgot to give me enough brain to stop him from doing stupid things to me.
Sorry. Hey, come on, Crackle. You were a really good Christmas tree.
Oh.
Yes, and it's a good thing you began to thaw. You know, as we were orbiting over Mexico, there was some conversation about using you as a piñata.
You what?
No, we wouldn't do that.
Piñata.
We were going to unthaw you so you'd be here for the big New Year's celebration.
I was really getting sort of used to being an evergreen.
Really?
Oh, sure. You know, it gets you in the mood to spruce up the place. However, it really made me pine for you all. Oh, come on, fellas. I was just needling you.
Looks like Crow's back.
Uh-oh, and we got movie signs. See you in the theater, everybody. Let's blow!
Now for all you Gamera haters out there, rest assured there is a light at the end of the tunnel as we watch Joel and the Bots take on their 4th Gamera film in a row. But unfortunately, we won't be seeing that light today or in the next episode. The movie opens with a mysterious jelly bean-filled hat attacking some really bad models on what is supposed to be the moon.
Now there's 3 of them. That's great.
After the attack on the moon base, we then cut to SeaWorld and are introduced to these guys.
How's your wife, Tom? I've heard she's in a New York hospital.
Yeah, the new baby's coming in a week or so.
Well, I suppose you'd like a boy this time.
I sure would for a change. Henry, I hope we're not spoiling your sister's summer vacation.
Oh, of course not. She's happy to do a little extra work and earn some money. But I'm not sure she can handle Margie and Helen.
I don't know either. Those daughters of mine are no angels.
He hates his daughters. Oh, God. Of course, we then cut to his daughters, Helen and Margie, in this riveting scene of them trying to be woken up.
Or you'll be late for school. Margie, wake up. Hurry now.
Next, we meet Kenny. I don't think he's supposed to be the same Kenny from the earlier Gamera films. Now that we've been introduced to the cast, let's watch some SEALs play basketball.
Audience would rather see how well you play basketball. I heard that you were regular champions. Noro has the ball and is going to try to score a point. Will he succeed? Bravo! How about giving him a hand, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, some me time.
We're still rolling.
Ah, crap! Anyway, next, we see those guys from a few minutes earlier now on the shore analyzing the water when a special news announcement comes over their radio.
Bring you a special news announcement. A special news announcement.
At 9 a.m. today, there was a major earthquake in the Indian Ocean. 10,000 people died and hundreds of thousands were injured.
Hundreds of dead. Let's eat.
Time for
I
a
guess
little
they didn't want to pay Richter any kickback.
Catherine prepared one of her specialties, lemonade.
And I've got your sister's specialty, peanut butter sandwiches.
They find the kids, Helen and Kenny, hiding in their boat when they spot the strange jelly bean-filled hat floating in the sky.
That's a flying Denny's.
Strange looking.
It could be an artificial satellite that's fallen, or else a kind of space station.
That's no space station. That's a moon. The UFO dives into the sea, and so the two guys and their kids decide to check it out. They take off in their boat when, what's that?
Gamera.
At only 17 minutes into the movie, we get our first Gamera sighting, when suddenly the boat is hit with a laser and disappears. Gamera circles back, but it's too late. The boat is gone, and so is Gamera. I think he was just out to pick up a pizza anyway.
Good idea.
Perhaps they could have him sing them.
We now go inside the Zigra spaceship, where the humans are awoken by an alien in tight green spandex. She creates another earthquake to prove the power of their science. She puts the men into a trance and fights with the kids, only to be bested by Kenny, and the four of them escape. Speaking of escaping, it's time for the next host segment.
Welcome to the Satellite of Love. It's a big day up here, isn't it, you guys?
Absolutely.
Big day,
Because
big day.
the guys who hold my destiny in their hands, Dr. Clayton Forrester and Dr. Lawrence Earhart, are about to send me a transmission.
Also, they're the two men who are responsible for marooning you in space.
Yeah, and the two guys who keep sending you those Gamera movies. Whoa.
Come on, you guys. Be nice. It's the new year. It's time to forgive and forget. Besides, they might be sending us news that we're going to be going home. Oh, there's the transmission now. You guys chill out, okay?
Hello, jolly boy toy. Is it true what they say about space?
What's that, sir?
Nobody can hear you laugh.
Happy New Year's, doctors.
Don't Happy New Year me, you white piece of trash floating in the vacuum of space. We just heard that the Russians have launched their own comedian into space, and he's already pulling a 4 rating.
This is my friend Bishi. Bishi, how are you? I am fine. How is your wife, Bishi? She is fine, but her neck hurts. Thank you so much.
And he's a regular Gallagher, too. It's called Very Incredible Movie Theater 4.
Dr. Earhart and Dr. Forrester, would it be too much to ask if you could let me and my friends know when we might be getting out of space?
Sure, Jolly Polly. We're planning a show for you right now here on Earth.
Really?
Yeah, Booby. It's about a guy and 3 robots, and they're submerged deep in the transatlantic trench, 3 miles under the ocean surface, and we send him transmission after transmission of Jacques Cousteau movies.
What a couple of dickweeds.
Hey, now, Crow, hush up. Listen, thanks, but no thanks, Doc. We'll get used to being out here in space for a little more time.
Excuse me, how long are you going to keep sending us those gosh darn turtle movies?
Don't gosh darn me, you little snack-headed piece of tinfoil. You'll keep watching Gamera movies till we get through all these. Give him a commercial, Clayton.
The kids awake, back on the surface of the ocean. Meanwhile, the alien girl is awoken and given her new instructions.
Follow those children and kill them.
Holy shit! This movie has officially, gone too far. The kids are under attack, but Gamera swoops in and saves them. After all, he is the friend to all children.
Help me, Gamera!
After a graceful landing, Gamera drops the boat off and flies away. The kids scramble up the rocks and meet this guy.
What are you doing here?
The kids are taken back to SeaWorld, where they're questioned by the military. The military tries to wake the kids' dads, but it's no use. They just won't wake up.
Oh, Papa.
That's a trippy dress she's got on.
Papa, don't cry much.
A lot of good acting in this scene.
She's a child star. Oh, even she can't keep from crying.
After that touching scene, the military decides to attack Zigra at once. Their plan fails miserably as Zigra wipes out the attacking planes. Meanwhile, the female alien appears on Earth for her mission to find and kill the children. When we break for the third host segment, Joel's feeling a little down about being trapped in space, so Crow and Gypsy try to cheer him up with a few phone calls.
Stop feeling so down. You're providing a valuable service.
Yeah, valuable service to people who watch giant monster movies.
Well, you'd be surprised how many people really like what we're trying to do up here. I'm surprised at you. Who was it who said, when you get lemons, you make lemonade?
Oh, I know I did, but I did mean it in a way, but I kind of just did it because it rhymed with the lyrics when we were writing the beginning theme song. You know, it rhymes with worst movies ever made. Have lemons, make lemonade.
Gypsy, say something to cheer Joel up.
I love you, Joel.
I know you do, Gypsy, but I programmed you to say that. It's not the same as it is on Earth when I'm feeling bad.
Now, come on, man.
Oh.
Get a hold of yourself. We've got tons of calls from human beings that say they like it. Cambot, give it to me on the one time. Routine 66 with the blue slate.
8:16 p.m.
What should I say? I don't know. Keep it on the air. It's a great show.
No, that one didn't sound human. That sounded more like Mr. Ed.
Now, at least if we know that celebrities are calling. Cambot, give it to me again with the blue slate.
By the way, is this call charging me 50 cents? I certainly hope not.
Oh, is that what they're thinking? No, the calls don't cost 50 cents.
Good
Everybody
job,
should know that.
Well, here's another one.
16 p.m. Hi, guys. Gypsy, you're gorgeous. Absolutely radiant. I love your show. Your movies are so tacky. I don't know where you get them. It's a good thing that you narrate for me because otherwise I'd never understand them. Thanks a lot. Keep up the good work. Bye.
See, Gypsy?
Oh.
Everybody thinks you're beautiful. They can all see it.
Oh.
That's great. Let's hear another phone message.
And Gypsy, does he have a speech impediment? I think he should see a doctor pretty soon.
You said I sounded like Kim Carr.
I think you do. We have to go talk about it. We'll see you on the other side. We got movie time.
The alien girl breaks into the kid's house and a really goofy chase scene ensues.
Wait! I won't hurt you! This way!
I just want to pop you like a zit.
The kids outsmart the alien by trapping her in a space needle. The kids then summon Gamera, who dives down into the ocean to fight that weird jelly bean hat ship thing.
It's amazing how good water is for conducting fire.
I'm pretty sure that defies at least one or two laws of physics. Anyway, the ship explodes and the Zigra monster is released. The two continue their fight, with Zigra ultimately defeating Gamera. Zigra then swims around taunting the people of the Earth.
Prepare to die.
How do you prepare to die?
Well, you get a suitcase and some shoe trees.
We now cut to the dolphin trainer, who has a theory on how to wake the kids' dads. He explains this to one of the scientists, who immediately tries it out in probably the film's most annoying scenes. Let's watch.
Lend me your transceiver.
Don't sing.
They don't like it.
Next, he'll be playing Mary Had a Little Lamb on the phone.
Of course, it works, and the men wake up just in time to see the alien girl catch the kids. Well, it worked once, why not try it again?
You're coming with me. Here?
Ah.
There's some good acting.
Turns out the alien girl was actually an astronaut who was on the moon when Zigra attacked during the opening of the film. Everyone gathers in Kenny's living room as they discuss on how to defeat Zigra. Kenny and the kids, of course, want to use Gamera.
It's impossible now. You see, Gamera is powerless. He's lying upside down in the sea now.
He's in the sea, but he's not dead, is he?
It's just a trick.
No, honey. Gamera isn't dead. He's just sleeping. But there is a chance he might be going to Gamera heaven.
Commander, I know that it sounds unlikely, only Gamera may still be alive down there.
So they decide to take the bathoscope down to see Gamera when we break for the next host segment. Now, this episode was first aired on December 31st, 1988, and it was timed so that this host segment would fall at midnight.
Okay, there's a time delay from here between us and Earth, but it's about 1 more minute till the New Year, you guys, okay? Okay, let's hear what your New Year's resolution is going to be,
My
Servo.
resolution is to fill my head with good thoughts and good gumballs.
Maybe a Chex Party mix?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Yummy.
Bro, what about you?
I just want world peace and my own apartment.
That's a good one. That sounds nice.
And yours, Joel.
Well, I was going to say what he said, world peace and a photon torpedo. That's what I was thinking. Okay, we got 30 seconds. Oh, do you know what Gypsies is? Anybody?
I don't know.
No? Do you know?
She's not talking to me.
She's not? Oh, is she still mad about
She's
that?
pretty
thing?
PO'd.
Okay, well, we should do the countdown anyway, right?
10.
10. Oh, you want to do it? Tom Servo?
Servo announcing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
and 3/4.
5 movie signs.
Oh, we got movie signs. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you in the theater. Gotta go.
The bathoscope is lowered into the ocean and moves in so it's eye level with Gamera when the two scientists begin to ping Gamera with a sonar. Turns out the kids snuck aboard the bathoscope and start causing some trouble.
Kenny!
Their mischief is quickly interrupted when Zigra attacks the bathoscope. He knocks it around like a beach ball at a Beach Boys concert, and the now severely damaged bathoscope is leaking and the people inside are running out of air. Zigra comes back in for the kill when they flip on the floodlights, and he backs off. Having now discovered his weakness, Zigra tries to make a deal with the people of the Earth and says he will save the bathoscope and the 4 people inside if only the rest of the world surrenders to him. With no options, the human race decides to surrender.
Our weapons are too weak. We ask only one thing. The bathoscope to be saved. We surrender to you at once. You have won.
Very well. Turn off the light in the bathoscope.
The bathoscope makes a last-ditch effort to kill Zigra, but he zaps him. We then get a brief scene of some lightning striking the ocean, and Gamera awakens, and of course, he saves the bathoscope.
He's not very good at those landings.
With the bathoscope and the humans safely back on the surface, Gamera heads back into the water for the final epic battle. At the end of the movie, we get a little lesson on pollution and recycling as we see Gamera flying off into the sunset again. And we head out of the theater and into the final host segment.
All right, that's the end of the show, guys. What'd you think of the movie? Let's do a quick movie review.
I like it. I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up? You kind of have a claw up.
A claw up.
I laughed. I cried. I cried a lot. It was mediocre at best. I give it a kaka.
What's that? I'm going to have to make your hands movable, and then you can do a thumbs up. I was kind of curious as to how they got all those jet planes. I thought they weren't supposed to have any after the war. You know what I mean? When they had those jet planes that were fighting.
Call the UN. Put them on probation.
That's right. They could get in a lot of trouble. Well, next week's show, everybody, is Gamera versus Gyron. Gyron? What is Gyron? Does anybody know what a Gyron is?
Who cares as long as it's a Gameron movie?
Yeah.
Let me take us out, Joel.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us on Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Good night.
Tom Servo announcing.
And so ends Mystery Science Theater 3000 KTMA number 7, Gamera vs. Zigra. If I had to use one word to describe this movie, it would have to be goofy. The film was made in 1971, and it is definitely a symbol of its time. From the plasticky models in the opening scene to the clothes that the kids and parents wear, that strange Scooby-Doo-esque chase scene in the middle of the film, and the groovy music that's played throughout the movie all scream of the 70s. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Sure, this movie is kind of bad. I mean, as of today, it only has a rating of 2.2 on IMDb, but there's a certain charm to these movies that's really lacking in today's cinema. With all of our fancy schmancy CG effects that bloat every frame in today's big movies, you'd think that the studios would have taken a lesson from the abysmal 1998 Americanized treatment of Godzilla that, when it comes to monster movies, bigger isn't always better. Sometimes the audience just wants to see a man in a suit stomping around on cardboard buildings for 90 minutes. As for Dr. Forrester and Dr. Earhart, it was great to finally see them on screen after that little tease we got in the previous episode, and it was doubly great to finally get Crow back from his extended absence. Overall, this was a pretty good episode. The host segments were pretty solid, and the theater segments were, they were good. We're only 7 episodes into the KTMA season, and of the 4 episodes that we have available to us, I would say that things are really starting to gel. Joel, he isn't flubbing as many lines in the host segments, and I think he's starting to get a little more comfortable being on camera hosting the show, and the writing, it just keeps getting better. In my next episode, I'm going to be looking at Mystery Science Theater 3000 KTMA number 8, Gamera vs. Guron, which is the 5th movie in the Gamera series. As always, you can email me at lazlowmstguy@gmail.com or head over to laidoffproductions.com and check out some of our other projects or buy some stuff in our store. So until next time, I'm Lazlow, the MST Guy, and I'm your host through all things Mystery Science Theater 3000. Now, time to go brush my teeth with some whipped cream. See you, everybody.
Oh, look at you. Will you wash that whipped cream off? Even the killer whales rinse their mouths.
He's brushing with whipped cream.
Wait! I won't hurt you! This way!